But
You mind if I hit that shit once more?
of course.
I did begin recording.
starts nicotine
chain
addiction
vaping.
again.
I remember, like, honestly, I mean, we can talk about that too. So before,
Wait, let's do an introduction. Welcome back.
welcome back to the Blobcast.
What are we at? Episode 7?
7?
Yeah, we're at
holy-
episode
actually,
7.
dap me
Shit,
up.
man.
7, damn, that's pretty
Episode
good.
7, man. And y'all have stuck around through the entire shit. Even when we started insulting y'all. But not y'all. Not our supporters
you.
and fans. Not you
Never you.
personally. I'm talking about the chud cells, the bums, Should I wait to, drop the big R word, you know what I'm saying?
It'll come up later.
Yeah, it'll come up later.
It'll come
but,
up later.
those type of people who have a disposition of being low IQ.
And you got the last video. People actually watched it.
That was crazy. I was
bro,
like,
they
damn.
actually watched into it. It's like, dang, I expect y'all to click on the video for 2 minutes, click off. I mean, I do the same fucking thing. I can't lie to you. I do the same thing. I click on the video, 2-second mark. I'm like,
You're like,
no. Yeah, I'm done with it.
It was cool because I don't know if you saw the analytics, but there was one of them, somebody watched for like 17 minutes overall, and I was like, listen, for anybody who doesn't do content, 17 minutes is a lot of fucking time to watch, like, anything.
Bro, I remember, like, I haven't checked our analytics because I haven't logged into the computer, and I ain't downloading the app yet, but when I used to upload videos, it would be like, somebody watched your video for 2 minutes, and I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like a 30-minute video, and somebody watched like 4 minutes, and I'd be like, it's like 17 minutes?
Shit,
that's longer than I expect out of most people.
And our 17-minute soldier, I love you. Yes, you.
No, for real. If you're watching this again, bro, we actually love you. We love your ass. But I quit nicotine, and actually how I did it, I'm going to tell them. I did mushrooms. I took mushrooms, and I set the intention of I'm going to quit nicotine. Now, I know the irony. No, but I know the irony.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm an enabler. You know what I mean?
But, I mean, I've used nicotine since. So basically, I set the intention. I want to quit nicotine. The trip, I just thought about it. I was vaping throughout the trip, too. But the weird part is when I ended the trip, I hit this vape. It was a disposable. And my heart started racing like a motherfucker. Like, it was like, and I was like, what the fuck? I had to run upstairs and throw up. I was all the way in the basement. I had to run all the way upstairs, throw up. The next day, afterwards, I remember I hit it. I gave my disposables to you, and then that was like the last time I'd vaped for years. And then in the past year, I've like hit people's vapes. I've tried people's Zins, but not once am I like, have I been like, let me go buy one. You know what I mean? It's like, It's like I'll hit it with you. I'll hit it like around, even though I haven't hit one in a long time. But I'm not like, oh, that was dope. Let me go to the gas station and buy one. Like old me, I would quit for months. Like it would be like a couple of months, 3. I remember one time it was like 3 months I hadn't vaped.
Yeah.
I hang out with a friend. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably good to hit one. Hit one later that day. I bought
a roaring
went out
fucking
and bought
monster.
It. Yeah, like it was
in
like
your
it was
brain.
like,
yeah.
Kraken got unleashed.
Reawakened, man. It's kind of like when you have like a strict parents. When Shawty has a strict parent, and
then she becomes an Uber freak.
Uber freak. No, for real.
Which, that's some advice. Don't be too strict. If you got a daughter, don't be too strict because you will create a monster. You will create a beast.
Bro, you got hella stories. I think I got a couple of stories, man.
I got crazy stories.
Man. But that's for the wait, what is it called? Patreon? No.
Yeah. That's for the Patreon, you guys.
That's for our OnlyFans, our new OnlyFans, the Blobcast. Check it out. But
you really could do that too.
I could. But
we're starting an OnlyFans where we literally just podcast. There's actually no sexual content.
There's no sexual content.
It's like, pay for our exclusive pictures. It's just us like.
It's me doing like the podcast just with no shirt on though.
It's just me in different areas, like it's just like me outside. And no, it's me like David Dobrik. I'm like lifting the shirt and just smiling.
David Dobrik.
But yeah, I quit Nick. But so actually, what we were talking about before we start recording is we're talking about Tateism. No, but so what I was talking about actually is Mike Meljak on Jeff FM. Actually, I enjoy watching Mike Meljak way more than I thought I would because I'm not gonna lie, I used to not be a fan of Logan Paul. I mean, I'm not a fan by any means, but I used to really be like, oh my god,
this nigga, man, he's on the screen again.
These
I'll
two
get him out. Yo, for real. Why, Mr. Forrest found something in a forest guy.
Yeah, and it's like it was.
What is this
like,
guy doing?
Why do people watch this shit?
Yeah.
Then Andrew Tate came along. Man, he replaced that for me. It was like, because before it was like, man, Jake Paul, these dudes. But then actually, even Logan Paul, I remember him saying some shit about he wanted to fight Andrew Tate, but he wouldn't do it because he didn't want to give him money. And I was like, I respect that because that's the thing. It's like, I understand wanting to beat somebody's ass, but I don't want to give somebody money,
No.
especially a scumbag. But Mike Meljack is a funny motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
He is very funny. And bro, if we ever become big enough to have his ass on,
When?
He also, bro, I'm sure he comes to Connecticut because he's from Milford.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, bro, come visit your family, then swing on over,
Come on now.
do a podcast with us. It'll be fun.
No, for real. We'll make it. We'll have something in store for you.
Where's your boy, bro? Where's your boy Logan? Like all those NFL players. Do you know that? How he's beefing with the NFL guys?
No, I did
Oh,
not
yeah,
see
yeah.
that.
I think he said he could like beat them up. I'm not a fucking Paul historian, so I didn't dive deep on it.
Paul-storian.
But I think he said he could like beat them all up. And it's
Okay.
like, now look, I understand, boxing, yes, boxing is an art, but these NFL dudes could learn how to box in like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? It's like they've learned how to play fucking football in a professional level. It's like, it's not easy to get in the NFL. It's not easy to perform well in the NFL. It's like,
It'd be one thing if you were like the NBA. Oh, I could beat up a couple. Yeah, you're more likely. But these guys are 300-pound specimens, 6'5".
6'8".
Yeah, average height is like 6'8". You know what I mean?
average weight, like 260. It's like, come on now.
You're like, come on, let's be real.
It's like,
Level with me for a second, man.
level with me, bro.
You gonna be leveling with the ground soon, okay?
Yo.
That motherfuckers are big, and it's not just like don't get me wrong. As somebody, as an avid martial artist myself,
Martial artist.
obviously size doesn't always matter. Like the
If you cannot fight, size does not matter.
yeah.
If you can fight, though, there's a reason my fucking weight classes exist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, if weight didn't matter, there wouldn't be weight classes.
And I was gonna say to a certain extent, once it gets to like 270 pounds, 280 pounds, yeah, it's gonna be a really hard fight for most people.
No, for real. And it's like, even if Logan Paul's walking around at 220, you're still getting weight bullied by that.
For real,
But-
ragdolled.
Yo, so we might as well go into the documentary.
Yeah, so you know what? Actually, I wanted to kind of finish up on the Logan Paul and Jake Paul thing. I could relate in the sense of like, you know what? These guys aren't. Logan Paul. Jake is. It's like the low IQ sped little guy.
Bro has some allegations. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, bro, for a while he was literally like, I was making this joke before, but it's like when you put like, when you see like a video of like a fucking like chimp or a baboon in some clothes, and it's just like walking around and shit. Like, that's how he felt when he was trying to be Conor McGregor. He had the fucking beard. Like, he literally shaved to have the beard of McGregor. And I remember he wore like a similar outfit to him one time, and even tried the trash talk, which he was never good at trash talk. Like,
And he tried to do like the tongue like that.
yeah, and it's like, oh my god, the LARP knows no end.
You know what I'm saying?
The LARP knows no end. Like,
no,
holy
actually.
shit, we're LARPing.
Do you have thoughts of your own like behaviors?
We're talking
at
about
this
Jake
point?
Paul.
Nah, for real. But yeah, no, I feel like Logan Paul, even Jake Paul's not as hateable, even though he might
Yeah.
have some allegations here.
It's like when we compare him to literal Mr. Sex trafficker, Mr. Rapist, pedophile, homo thug.
Homo thug dick, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You got your little rapist, pedophile, homo thug thing.
it's not even comparable. And the thing is, I think with like people like Paul, or even because we were talking about this before the podcast, the precursors, the pickup artists. Oh my God! At least they weren't sitting around spending like hours on stream being like, and this is why you gotta slap the fuck out of your wife next time she doesn't make you a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? It's like no, they were just like, this is how you speak to them.
They're like, it's a numbers game.
That's literally how it was.
So it's like, talk to as many as possible.
And it's just not comparable. Like, I feel like the online, I guess, the misogyny only evolved to be different levels of retarded. I broke it. You know what I mean? I tried. It's not even the first 10 minutes, but it's just, there's no other way to describe it, man.
It's true. We're at the 9-minute mark and it's got to get dropped.
Yeah,
It's
it's got sorry, guilty. You know what I
to be
mean?
said.
Sheesh.
But it's true, and it's like these are dudes that talk bad about OnlyFans girls and then force girls to do webcamming. It's like, so you force girls to make money webcamming and then shit talk the same way that you made your money, like forcing them into sex camming. It's like, and here's the thing, right? This is why they hate OnlyFans girls, because they're making money themselves. That's the thing. It's like all these incels, right? They have so much hatred towards OnlyFans models, and it's because they're giving all their money to OnlyFans models. Because here's the thing, right? It's like, oh, these are the dudes that are like, oh, we're not buying the OnlyFans. Actually, you are. Actually, you are buying it because these OnlyFans girls are making millions of
I was
dollars.
gonna say, who else is? Come
It's
on
like,
now.
I haven't bought it. It's like, bro, that's something. It's like, man, not once have I ever paid for OnlyFans porn. I'm just too cheap.
That's what
I'm
it's
just too
free,
cheap.
bro. It's free.
I'm too cheap, bro. I can find this shit. I can Google it.
I was gonna say two things: too cheap, and I'm too lazy. I'm not gonna like put in all my login information, put my card
Create
information,
an account.
create an account, scroll through whatever the fuck the homepage of OnlyFans looks like, click on the different freaking profiles, and be like, I think this is my Discord
And
kitten.
spend 5 to 10 or 50. I don't know how much it is, but spend between $5 to $10 on each girl or person, whatever you're into. It's like, bro, that also because here's the thing too, right? You'd be spending a lot of money. I mean, if you really if you're into that, and you know what I'm saying, because it's not like you're just gonna buy one girl's OnlyFans and be like, oh, this is enough. It's like, bro, these dudes are probably like they have a budget. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes literally have like the OF budget.
It's in their fucking Excel spreadsheet.
Dead ass, bro. It's like a portion. They have direct deposit. You know what I'm saying? It's like their proceeds go straight to OnlyFans. But that's the thing. It's like you have all these dudes, and the thing is too. It's like I actually think OnlyFans is a great thing. I'm sorry, I haven't supported any of y'all business. I haven't supported any, but I do think OnlyFans is a good thing because before, porn is a very predatory industry. It takes girls, abuses them, and then makes all the money and gives them like a fucking like teeny tiny amount.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like now girls are actually able to make the money. It's like to me, I think that's awesome. It's like instead of some dipshit, because it's like people watch porn for the girls. They're not watching it for the corporate dipshit in the office who fucking charges a bunch of money for it.
Or even the dude, because I mean, there's a whole category of ugly bastard.
Yeah, no, I mean, also, dude, think about, like, especially older porn. Like, think about when we were young and you'd watch porn. It was, like, Ron Jeremy, case in point. Ugly motherfucker. I mean, always ugly dudes. Always an ugly dude fucking a woman. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was watching it for the guys. But, that's the thing that I do think about OnlyFans. I think it's good because women are able to make the money. But then that makes incels so mad because they're so used to women just like getting basically used and abused by the porn industry and then being left with nothing afterwards. Now it's like a woman can do OnlyFans for like a couple of years, make enough money to retire comfortably. Like that girl, do you know Sophie Rain? Or I think that's her name.
I feel like I've heard the name, yeah. I think you might have shown me.
She's a baddie.
Yeah.
But she's been in like mad, like she was in an NBA YoungBoy music video. She's been in a bunch of shit now. But she, in her like first year of OnlyFans, she made like 40-something million. And actually, we've talked about Adam22. This is something that was mad funny too. This was because he's also like an incel in his own right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like his whole fan base incels. He is an incel because that's the thing too. It's like you bring women on your podcast. You have like girls that are like cam girls or whatever that aren't the brightest. Then you have them on a podcast. Then you have your like stupid fucking you have your stupid goons like insult them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like he has a podcast where he has like some loser who I've never heard of yelling at some fucking OnlyFans girls. And then that's the thing too, right? It's like, oh, you're gonna act real tough when you're yelling at a fucking woman. You know what I'm saying? But then when you have a guy that could beat your fucking ass and you sitting there silently. Because that's the thing. It's like I've noticed that like all the dudes on Adam22's podcast, they mouth off to women or they mouth off to like some skinny ass dude. They never mouth off to somebody that could knock them the fuck out. Because as soon as there's a dude in there who could knock them the fuck out, then they're like, yeah, I love you, bro. I respect. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden they're dick riding. But then they have an OnlyFans person in there and then they're like yelling and screaming. That's cringe. But Adam22 tried to be like, oh, she didn't make that much money. Then she pulled up the receipts to show that she made $40+ million. And also, too, I believed it.
I was going to say, that's not hard to believe.
How did I find out who Sophie Rain is? I scrolled on Twitter. I'm not even kidding. I go on Twitter and I scroll, and it's like Sophie Rain, Sophie Rain, Sophie Rain. It's like, okay, when I see her every 2 seconds, it's like...
When you see her showing up on NBA YoungBoy fucking videos, man.
It's like people know who she is, bro.
Exactly.
She's making that money.
No, for real.
And it's like, bro, that's the thing. It's like now, because before it's like, dude, women had to do porn. Like, this is the sad part. Women would have to do porn until they were like 60. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the gross part. It's like, there are porn stars that are like, they were in their 60s still making videos. It's like, that's terrible.
Putting up 40-hour work weeks as a fucking porn star. What do you...
Yeah, and it's like, I feel terrible for those women. But now it's
saying.
like, you can just do OnlyFans and retire. And also, I've got some advice. If you're thinking about doing an OnlyFans, don't. No, I'm kidding. But it's like, consider, like, if you're a young girl, and you're considering OnlyFans because you're saying like, oh, easy way to make millions, try to make your way doing something else first. And it's not like there's nothing wrong with OnlyFans, but it's just a matter of like, I don't think you should jump the gun on that immediately. But if you do want to go on OnlyFans, my advice is to not do full-on pornography, just do like thirst traps. Because I've noticed it seems like the biggest girls in OnlyFans are like thirst trappers. And I think also it's like from a psychology perspective, I think it's like when guys look at a girl like a thirst trap. Like if you can't see the boobs, you're imagining the boobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't see the,
Whatever
the monkey,
you're
you're imagining it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the thing is, when there's a video where it's like you've done everything, there's nothing more for people to pay for. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the idea of OnlyFans, is they're getting content that they can't get elsewhere. So it's like if you've already gotten gangbanged, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's nowhere to go from here. You know what I'm saying? These dudes have already seen you do everything. What are they going to keep paying for? But if it's just thirst trap, and they think like, oh, I might see a titty this time, I might see this, I might see that, they're going to keep paying and keep paying and keep paying.
They're going to be at the fucking hamster on a wheel, man.
No, dead ass. And then, too, you're able to maintain, like, a level of respect, too, where it's like, because people, this isn't my personal view, it's just, this is the way it is. If you do porn, people are like, respect women less if they do porn.
Yeah, and it's
If
very...
you're just a thirst trapper, it's like, bro, women have been doing this for free on Instagram.
The crazy part is it's very gendered as well, which is the annoying part.
Because if you're a guy porn star, it's like, dude, if some 15-year-old sees Johnny Sins, he's gonna be like, oh my God, Johnny Sins! You know what I'm saying? If somebody sees Mia Khalifa, they're gonna like fucking harass her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's kind of funny? I was listening to, I think it was like a debate or something a while ago, and they were talking about like gender norms and beauty standards, and this one retard was like, I think, yeah, I'm sorry.
I already know.
Because
Because I know exactly what it's like, bro. There'll be like, it's like we're talking about 12 out of 10 women, right? And then you've got like Chudzilla, who's like, I think that, women should... And it's like, bro, your opinion is literally irrelevant.
Painstaking, bro. They were talking about like beauty standards, and they were saying how fat men have it harder. That's one of the most retarded things I've heard in my goddamn life. Because you know how many, you know how many fat retards there are in the U.S. for one.
Countless.
But for two, men specifically, it quite literally statistically biases to be higher, the body fat percentage.
That's just so goofy because it's like, fat men have, that's something you can change. Like,
yeah.
Unless you have a thyroid issue, which, here's the thing, the majority of people who are fat do not have that. It's statistically fucking impossible. If every fat person had a fucking thyroid or a hormonal issue, it's like, bro, hormonal issues are way rarer than that. With the amount of obesity we have, that would mean that 50% of the population has fucking hormonal issues. No, dude. It's like you don't have a thyroid deficiency, it's making you fat as shit. And here's the thing, too. Being fat affects your hormones. So you can't be like, oh, my T is low. No, your T is low because you're 350 pounds. Because that's actually true. The fatter you are, the worse your hormones perform.
The worse everything gets.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's why as a woman, you might become infertile if you're overweight. As a guy, you can also become sterile from being overweight. Your testosterone plummets when you have too much fat on you. So it's like, and also too, this is something you can change. So to be like, oh, it's so hard to be a fat nan, it's like,
lose some weight, nigga. You know
go to the fucking
like,
gym. You know what I'm saying? It's like, stop stuffing your face.
But not just that, right? One of the points that was made on this in this conversation was just that it's more acceptable to make fun of a fat dude than a fat woman in public, which like that's kind of true, but only because men don't want to be publicly shamed for things. But in private, you know what I was thinking? How many times have I spoken to one of my homegirls? They pull up the DMs and immediately they get to fuck you, stupid ugly fat whore. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. It's like, yeah, because it's not in just because it's not in public doesn't mean that women don't have it harder.
I was gonna say
in terms of rudeness, in terms of just like everything.
I know dudes judge each other, but also I think guys judge females way harder.
100%.
Like way harder. And that's actually. So I have a good friend of mine who I'm afraid is retarded. Okay. Because he said to me one time we're talking, and he goes, men have it so much harder than women. And I had to stop him right there. I'm like, you're wrong. You're wrong. And then he tried to be, oh, look, men, used to have to go to war. Used to. I mean, it's okay, we have Iran now, but it's not that. World War II is totally different. Like, unless you survived World War II and you're telling me, oh, men have it harder, you're full of shit. And so he tried to say, oh, wars. And I'm like, all right, case in point of why you're wrong. How many fucking guys get a woman pregnant and leave them to raise a kid alone? How many single mothers are there compared to single fathers?
Right.
It's like a fucking 9-to-1 ratio of women to men. You know what I'm saying? It's probably even worse than that. Like
it's real.
Probably like way worse than that. But it's like the amount of, because like that's the thing, a guy can get a woman pregnant and then just a dip. They can just dip. The woman can't do that because then they're abandoning their child. You know
it's kind of funny too because we were talking about this last episode. It's kind of a continuation. But and then that
abort
gets
that shit. No.
Yeah, But then it gets to well, all right. So now you're a single mother. Now you want to go get your child support, and now this dude has moved to fucking
West Arkansas.
For real.
So you can't even track him down.
A place that doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Like, how are you supposed to get child support now? And on the point of women have it harder. It's like, I mean, yeah, and almost every fucking that like.
Tons of women are just left entirely alone to raise children. So it's like, also, here's another thing. Grape. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say that, but it's like way more, like, Because actually, Dave Chappelle had a really funny joke about this, where he said he did like a bunch of shows, or maybe it was, I don't think it was one show because this is too much money, but he got paid like a lot of money, $50,000, and he said he had it in a backpack, and he's on the train, and he's like, if these dudes on this train knew that I had $50,000 in this backpack, like I wouldn't make it home alive with this fucking money. And then he was like, and in that moment I was thinking, what if I had a pussy in this backpack? And he's like, that's what a woman goes through every day.
Every day.
But it's true though. It's like genuinely, it's like as a woman, it's like as a dude, you don't have to worry about like, oh, I don't want to walk past that dark alleyway. Mr. fucking, Fleece Johnson himself might drag me in there and rape, you know what I'm saying? But as a woman, it's like you actually have to worry about that. It's like you have to worry about how you're dressed. Because it's like, and it's not like a thing like, oh, look at how she's dressed. She does it. No, I'm just saying like, in terms of if you're wearing a skirt, it's easier for somebody to like access your fucking genital area. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to be careful. Like you have to wear your chastity belt out. You have to bring a Glock. You have to have the president on speed dial with the fucking U.S. embassy fucking convoy.
You need a fucking John Kiriakou psyop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I'm saying? But seriously though, and it's like that's the thing. As a woman, it's like single mothers having to worry about your own safety way more. I mean, also domestic violence, like tons of women literally get killed or beat by their partners.
Yeah.
And then, but also just the fact that, bro, I don't think there's much things that are harder and lonelier than having to raise a child completely on your own. Also, women make less money than men. So you're leaving, also, if you leave a woman in this world to raise your kid and you just don't care, you're a scumbag.
You're a bum.
It's like, you're a bum. It's like,
you're a bum.
I could never just like have a kid out there and know about it and just like ignore it. Like, oh yeah, I just have a kid like in Florida, I don't know how they're doing. It's like, no, like that would, I'll put it like this. If I found out like back in the 70s, right, people used to not use a thing called condoms. Like really, like my dad told me, he's like back in the day, and my dad got a lot of women pregnant. And then, you mind if I hit that again? You mind if I hit that 20 times? He got a lot of women pregnant. I'm not surprised. If you knew my dad, I mean, he got you pregnant. Shit, you need my dad. He might fuck you. No, I'm kidding. But my dad is a wordsmith, to say the least. Like,
yeah, he's like, when you look up the word charismatic, I'm not talking Riz. No, I'm talking charisma.
Charisma.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
charisma. His photo's there. Google it right now. He's there. You know what I'm saying?
and he somehow talks through the pages.
For real.
You're like,
and then you end up like bent over backwards and you got arched and shit like that. It's crazy.
You're arching crazy.
You're,
like, oh my.
arching crazy. I'm like, what?
Like, god damn, you never arch like that. Like it's yoga in this bitch. Downward dog.
Downward dog.
Like,
oh my god.
Ass to the ceiling.
Whew.
But my dad definitely was running through. Like I remember, actually, this is a funny story. Okay, so when you're young, you like think about like how many people you've been with, and I remember I had a very short-lived but cringe phase where I was like obsessed with body count and like just trying to like get with a lot of girls. The irony is when I was trying to do that, wildly unsuccessful. That's
how it be as well.
That's
man.
the thing that's funny.
My God.
It's like when I was like not aggressively. Hold on now.
Now.
That makes me sound like I'm Fleece Johnson this bit. No, but like when I was like literally trying to like hook up with girls all the time. Negative. Risk.
Shoot, miss, air ball, you know what I'm saying?
Can you make the shot? I'm shooting away from the rim. You know what I'm saying? Like shooting from space.
We're shooting it. We're like on a soccer field with a basketball, man. I don't even know what the fuck is going on.
We don't even know where the court is.
For real.
But I remember one time I said to my dad, I'm like, how many girls had you been with? Like, by the time you were 18 or some shit like that. And my dad was like, I remember my dad was literally like, no comparison, little bro. My dad was literally like, he was like, don't even compare that, man. He was like, don't even concern yourself with that.
You don't want to go there.
Yeah, like literally. And I was like, immediately humbled.
Yeah, no, I mean he's charisma. Not even Mr. Charisma. He's just charisma.
He's charisma.
He is him.
But so back in the day, people used to not wear condoms. So I was actually talking to my girlfriend about this the other day because I was like, damn, like. Imagine, like, she asked me how many, like, kids does he have, and I was like, just, like, my two siblings, not my biological father either. That'd be another good story to talk about. It's like, just the two kids. I was like, but then I started thinking about it. I was like, unless, because, like, I was thinking about this, like, which probably this didn't happen, because I think, like, most of the people my dad, like, screwed around. I don't think my dad was just having, like, one-night stands where he just, like, never saw the people again. Like, I'm sure if he got somebody pregnant, they would have been like, hey, like, I'm pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because he paid for many an abortion, I will say. But, I was thinking, I'm like, damn, no cell phones.
So we're taking a little bit of a side breather from the podcast. one thing that's really important to us is, and that keeps us fucking motivated, is your continued support through subscribing, through liking, through fucking reposting, through whatever the case, whatever modality. We want you fucking doing it. That's what butters our bread. That's what fills our stomach as we bore you.
And I'd like to expand on that. I'd like you guys to tithe about 10% of your salary to help us out over here at the Blobcast. Because it's really hard being content creators.
No, but we really do this for fun, and we really love to see any sort of comments, likes, all that. Even the haters. I mean, one episode we shouted out the haters for real. Fry your ass any day. Any sort of support is appreciated. And with that, we'll get back to the episode.
Like, imagine if you just hooked up with a girl at a party in the 70s, no condom, right? Didn't even think about it. And then like 40 years later, you're like on Ancestry.com and it says like, you know, like 50% DNA matched your son. You're like, oh! You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that shit, not only would it be like, I'd be like, oh my God, but I would also, that would be very upsetting. Like if I found out that I had a kid that I just was never there for. And it's like, obviously you can like, here's the thing, if you weren't there for your kid, it's never too late. Like better late than never. Because it's like, you can still like try to show up and be, no, if they just got their NBA contract and they, you know, they got like $14 million and now you try, son!
Yeah, don't bother me.
It's like that, go fuck yourself. But if you're just like, wow, I was a piece of shit when I was like 17, 18, 19, you know, whatever age, doesn't matter. Like left my family, it's never too late to go back. Yeah. But I would be super upset if I found out that I had a kid out there that I just like wasn't involved in, you know what I mean? Like if I just found out, oh, I had a kid and I just didn't raise it. I mean, and there are dudes that consciously know, like that's my child is out in fucking, you know, South Dakota.
I feel like I'm too sensitive for that. There's like things where, you know, I cut somebody off in traffic the other day. Now it's 2:00 in the morning and I'm fucking sitting in my bed like, damn, I should not have called that motherfucker a low IQ subhuman. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know? And so to have a kid out in the world and then to not like have that not fuck with you, that's insane to me. And, you know, it's ironic too because I had made this joke, I think, off the podcast, but, you know, oftentimes when it comes to what sparked this whole conversation, the fucking red pillars, dude, and the deep dive, because we're diving deep into the Manosphere.
And these are dudes that'll never have to worry about having a kid either.
That's what I'm saying. The fans, you know what I'm saying? The fans. I get, and, you know, the crazy part is that I lost my train of thought and I'm retarded.
It's like red pill. Red pill.
Oh, kid. Oh, we're talking about like, we're saying like be a good father, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like focus on other priorities like, you know, filling out a job application. Yes, you. Not our fans, not our viewers, but you personally, the type of motherfucker who's disliking a YouTube video.
Nah, for real.
You personally, all right?
The type of motherfuckers that comment talking shit.
That's what I'm saying. The crazy part is that a lot of these red pillars are the ones espousing the most degenerate fucking life.
Literal false prophets.
Yeah, or
denouncing the way that they make their money. Like, I'm going to denounce OnlyFans girls when I force girls to do camming to make money. And also, too, buy my course. I'm going to teach you how to get 17 charges in 3 different countries. It's like, oh, yeah, I want to learn how to be a bum, a worthless bum. Because also, here's the thing. It'd be different if, like, I don't know, he built his fortune, like, with his own hands. But it's like, you built that off the work of women. And then you insult women. It's like, bro, women paid for everything you own.
No, for real.
It's like, actually be thankful to women.
That's what I mean. Don't lock them up in a fucking basement, retard. You know
and it's like, bro, how do you hate women? Like, did your mom, like, fucking beat you?
Right?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, how do you hate
even if she did, you got to get over that shit, man.
I know, for real.
You'll be all right, bro. Like,
and I think both of us can relate. Like, we both can, like, not like our moms beat us, but...
yeah. Well, my mom did. You know what I mean?
But it's
beat
like,
the shit out of me sometimes.
Oh, I'm saying, like, beat. I mean, I got the shit slapped out of me, too. But, I mean, you know what I'm saying? The thing is, like, we both had some, you know, some interesting, you know, parental experiences with our moms. We're not like, oh, I hate, like, I've had a difficult relationship with my mother. I'm not like, ooh, I hate women. Ooh, I hate women. And it's like, bro, it's the motherfuckers that are like, my mom didn't cut the toast off of the sandwich. You know what I mean?
She took away my Xbox when I fucking blew up her Toyota Corolla.
Like, literally.
It's like, bro, wrap it up, man. Donate your resources in the future.
Reallocate those resources to the planet.
To the planet immediately, and please, not actually in the future, right now. You know,
bro, use that persipacity. To end your shit. No. But we were talking about the Tate documentary.
Yeah, and yeah, one point that I just find funny is like, you know, you and I were making the points of like, oh, maybe go back into your kid's life, maybe be a stand-up father. Maybe there's things that are better than being around like OnlyFans models and then like demeaning them, and also running casinos and sex trafficking. Maybe for you personally, for the average person, that's not the best lifestyle to kind of market yourself off of. And then go further to say, OnlyFans models are disgusting whores, and it's like, okay, bro. You are an OnlyFans model. What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah.
You're not even.
I don't know too much about Andrew Tate, but hasn't he literally had sex on camera?
Absolutely.
It's like, bro.
A lot of these fucking red pillars have as well.
It's like you are what you say the problem.
You're the side character. You're like the side plot. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
You're not even the talent. That's the crazy part.
I think that's why these dudes are offended too, because they're not the talent. It's like they're just some side piece. It's like when dudes watch porn, they don't care who the guy is. They just care about the woman. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for real. And it's just crazy because oftentimes I feel like the fucking Republican conservative, Bible thumping Christian, where I'm like, maybe save your kid's life. Maybe having a lot of sex and going out and clubbing and going to Miami Miami Beach and stuff like that, and living there and flaunting your wealth and shit like that. It just isn't realistic to the average person. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's why a lot of red pillars ultimately hate women, because they're marketed some weird fucking lifestyle of, oh, look at me around all these fucking dumb bimbos. You know what I'm saying? These blonde, dumb fucking...
And they are the dumb bimbo.
And they are the dumb bimbo.
Also, here's the thing. You are the dumb bimbo because you're giving a shit ton of money to women. It's like you are the dumb bimbo. Like they hate women, but then they give a lot of money. Because here's the thing too, right? Like dudes like... Well, actually, this is off topic. I'm not, because Dan Bilzerian is not even like a red pill dude like that.
He's
not. He's
actually a phenomenon of his
he's
own.
He's like chill as fuck compared to these dudes. But even like Dan Bilzerian, he was paying these girls like models to show up. So that's the thing. It's like if I rent this Bugatti, if I rent this mansion, if I pay a bunch of girls to hang out with me and shake their ass or whatever, it's like it's all fake. These women are only here because of the money. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like Dan Bilzerian isn't like this, but dudes like Andrew Tate would pay women to be around, and then like shit talk.
And then insult them. And then that's the thing. And then now we have, it's funny because in the documentary by whatever the fuck the dude's name is. Oh my God, I might have to cite my source. I'm college brain, bro.
The documentary by Larry Wheels.
Based. Louis Theroux. He went thoroughly, and he.
But basically, the reason we were talking about this shit is because a lot of the things that have been discussed in the documentary are points that we've been making for years. Because like my first snap judgment of Andrew Tate was, oh, this guy's full of shit. Because I think the very first clip I saw was him being like, oh, if the Taliban came on, I would grab the AK-47 and take control of the situation because I've seen this type of thing before. And it's like, but you weren't prepared for that YouTuber's goofy ass uppercuts. Like, I'm sure you would take, when you couldn't handle a YouTuber throwing some goofy ass lead uppercut, you would somehow be able to handle, a Taliban guy with a fucking AK-47. Like, oh, yeah, bro. In Call of Duty, I saw the same thing.
Yeah.
But what I noticed was I watch a video and it's him. What I noticed is he does this thing where it's almost like, I made this joke to you the other day where it's like there's insult comedy where it's like, you make fun of the people in the stand. Then there's like insult scamming, which is like, oh, you're a fucking bum. Like you don't have a Bugatti and a mansion and $20 million that you sit on like a throne. You're a fucking bum. You're a worthless bum. You need to buy my course. Now that's the great irony, right? Is calling you a bum and then saying buy my course. That's like me going, yo, you broke ass bitch. That's like me being like, yo, give me $5. And you're like, no. And I'm like, broke ass bitch. It's like you were asking for money. And then you're gonna turn around and call somebody broke. It's like you are the broke person in this equation. And that's the thing. It's like if nobody buys your course, you have no money.
You fall off the face of the planet.
It's like,
you literally make money off of just
stupidity.
Scamming people and
yeah.
stupidity.
And that's the thing. It's a scam. It's just like buy my course. That's gonna teach you nothing. Also, wasn't it like $1,000 or something like that?
Insane prices.
It's
at first.
It's like, bro, if you are a fan of this dude and you can't, if I'm a fan of anybody and then they go, oh, I have a course, it's $1,000, now I immediately can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's like you're trying to charge way too much money.
Are you calling me fucking stupid? You know what I mean?
Like,
That's what I would. That's what I would imagine.
That you're insulting my intelligence.
Nah, for real.
Like we're getting to a level. You're insulting my intelligence.
And with the fucking insult scamming, I mean that's exactly what it is. They insult their intelligence, and then the people who pay for these courses prove the point, and they're like,
they do.
Oh, I'm not retarded.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm not broke.
I'm gonna be a millionaire, dude. And that's the thing. It's like the dudes that are buying these courses, bro, they probably have to save up for like 6 months just to be able to afford the course. You know what I'm saying? And then they learn nothing. And then they still dick ride. It's like, bro, you wasted your money. You got scammed. And then it's like, when people are getting scammed, but they don't want to admit that they've like put money into a fucking scam. So they just like keep going along with it. It's like, that's like what they do with him. But the thing is too, it's like the insulting. Also, for me, it's like, as soon as I see like somebody, like some fucking ad pops up on YouTube, and then the person's like, oh, fucking, you're lazy, you're a bum, you gotta start a fucking multi-million-dollar business, and you gotta learn how to do it from my course. I'm gonna show you how to start from the ground level and work your way up. Anytime I see that, I'm like, yeah, okay, skip off. It's like, this dumbass shit, get this dumb shit out of here.
you.
Yeah. It's like, oh wow, you almost got me. But the thing is, they're just fishing for insecure people that are that stupid. Like somebody who's actually insecure that by the age of 20, they don't have a Bugatti and a mansion. Because social media has also tricked people into thinking that, you should, by 20, you should have a Bugatti and millions of dollars. And the thing is, that is not going to happen. Unless you're literally a trust fund baby or a scammer and you find some way to make a lot of money through scamming, you are not going to have millions. You're not going to have a Bugatti. You might not even have a fucking, you're not going to have a fucking house.
Yeah.
I mean, genuinely, if you have to like work from the ground up,
you got to be realistic, man. And
Yeah,
the thing
it's like-
is, too, look at the pure numbers. What's the problem? Actually, how many millionaires are out there in the U.S. right now? I could Google this shit. You know what I mean? We can fact check in real fucking time.
but it's like, how many millionaires are 20 years old?
That's
the thing. You have to be
exactly my
socially-
next point.
It's like, there are a lot of millionaires, but the reason they become millionaires is because they work and then they take their money and they put it into in a retirement account and they invest it. So it goes into, an index fund. And then every time they get paid, they put a little bit of money into it, a little bit of money. So compound interest plus them adding money to it ends up becoming over $1 million through their lifetime. So you have a lot of millionaires, but they become millionaires through working a real job, putting away money, and then they achieve millionaire status by their like 40s, 50s, and 60s. They're not 20 years old. It's like, to make millions by 20 years old, you better be a software wizard who wrote some code that you can sell, or work at a startup and get in at the ground floor and then be working for like the next Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, whatever, which is very rare and unlikely to happen. So it's like, it's very rare for that to even happen. But here's the thing, right? Let's say even you do all those things. Let's say somehow you get really lucky, right? You work for some startup, you get like millions of dollars in like a stock program. You're a millionaire by, 21. Have you won in life? No. Like, you can have all those things and still feel empty. And that's the thing. I mean, let's be real. Think about how many social media people that have like the mansions, the cars, the money. You look at their Instagram and it's, they got to travel, they got to this. Think of how many social media people have taken their own lives.
Actually.
There are a lot. And these are people that like, it's not like, oh, they went to the top and then they fell off and they killed themselves. No, I'm talking people at the peak of their thing. They've made it, right? They've made it. They're a social media influencer. They have millions of followers. They have millions of dollars. They can live the lifestyle they want, but they realize they're empty in other ways of their life. It's like other areas, I should say, not other ways. It's like you can have all of the things like objectively that you want and still feel empty as fuck.
100%.
And it's like, that's the thing. It's like, so if you think that like having a Bugatti, having millions of dollars, bro, if you have millions of dollars in a Bugatti but nobody loves you, your life is meaningless.
I mean, look at prime example, Elon Musk, bro. Oh
Yeah.
my God, he is like
The richest man who his children hate him. All of his wives have left him. I mean, all of them have just been in it for the money. I mean, anybody who's let that man impregnate them. That fucking low estrogen. He's not even a low T, he's a low estrogen. Do you actually know about that?
no.
So like having low estrogen actually, like the way his body looks, having low estrogen makes your body look like that. And like you can look up like what like Google what like a low E body, low estrogen body for a male. It's him. Now people are speculating that he did that like artificially, like he tried to lower his estrogen, thinking that was gonna. So it could be natural, it could be knockoffs. But I mean, going off of Elon, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, and you know what's funny, bro?
I'll put a photo in the editing.
Bro, and put in a photo of this. Do you remember years ago there was this thing? It was like, this is what the ideal body to survive a car crash would look like. That's what he looks like. That's what he's actually built like.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
But when I found that, I was like, holy shit, because I didn't know, like, I obviously knew that, like, having low estrogen was not good for you because I have a brain and I have an understanding of science where I know that hormones work together and it's not just like, oh, we want to have no estrogen and only testosterone. That's not good. It's like, you don't want to have only estrogen and no testosterone. It's like, these things work together and they also, like, balance each other out. So you can't have one without the other.
Very important functions in everybody's body.
Yeah, it's like, that's why also it's a good idea to not do steroids and alter your fucking like natural hormones. And then especially at a young age. I mean, here's the thing. You do testosterone, it literally stops your body from producing testosterone. So now you have to do a bunch of things to try to you have to take estrogen blockers afterwards and a bunch of other things to try to get your T levels back. But they're never going to be back to the normal level that they were before you did it. So it's like, just don't do, it's like if you're 50 years old and you want to do TRT, whatever. There are downsides to TRT too, though. People act like, ooh, it's just TRT.
Even
good.
for medical reasons.
Yes,
there
even
are
for medical
still
reasons.
Downsides.
It's like, people go on TRT and then get off of it because they don't like it.
Yeah.
But it's like, hormones are important. But I'm getting off topic here. Like you were saying, you can be the richest man on the planet.
Yeah.
He has no wife. All of his wives have left him. His children fucking hate him. It's like, is it worth it? Is it
He
worth?
literally forms opinions based off of how people don't like him or like him.
Mm-hmm.
What side is accepting. And you saw it in real time. I mean, I hate to do the politics thing, but how much embarrassment did the fucking Doge?
The fucking.
I'm sorry, because, bro, it's
You became
actually
British.
is bewildering how embarrassing it was to see the breakup. The breakup
I mean, going from 2 years before, it wasn't even that long, 2 years before saying, oh, Trump is an idiot, Trump is an asshole. And then 2 years later, they want to make comedy illegal. I love Trump.
I'm Dark MAGA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh.
We're going to make America great again. It's like, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's somebody who is a grifter. I mean, somebody who just goes off. Because it's like, you went from, he was he literally had a pride flag in his fucking bio 3 years ago. And then, 2 years later, he's like, oh, the trans people, they're making the children trans. Oh, and that's why they were making fun of him, because they were like, oh, he talks about this hormone replacement shit, and he fucking artificially has low E. That's what they think. I mean, we don't know, I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, we're talking about the guy who makes Neuralink. It's it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a Neuralink fucking, it's lower my estrogen. I need to be a high T alpha. But, that's the thing. It's that's one thing people really need to get through their heads is money and objects are not everything. I would much rather have people that care about me and love me and have, because that's the thing. I think the most important thing if you live your whole life, I think the most important thing at the end of your life is knowing that you built good connections with people. 100%. It's if you go your whole life, because here's the thing, right? Let's say I'm one of these right-wing dipshits, right? Okay, I'm one of these right-wing incel fucking red pill, ooh, mommy never loved me. And, I just bang a bunch of girls, whatever, I fly model bitches out, fuck them. None of them like me, right? They're just doing it because I have money, right? They just see the Instagram, they're like, ooh, Kevin has money, ooh, private jet. You know what I'm saying? But none of them actually care about me.
Yeah.
Even if they pretend to, even if they marry me and have my children, they're just in it for the money. Mm-hmm. None of them care about me. All of my friends are around me just because I can fly them out to Vegas and we'll go party at the fucking casino. And, we go to Bali and whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Those people, you have a bunch of yes men around you that are just woo, yeah, dude, you're the best, dude, ah! And it's as long as you keep paying for shit and things are fun for them and you're providing something for them, you're going to have a bunch of yes men. As soon as you run out of money and there's no fun involved with you, all those people are going to disappear. And that's the thing that happens to a lot of these people is as they get older, nobody fucks with them anymore. So they just live these lonely-ass lives. And the thing is, it's I would much rather be broke as shit but have good relationships and know that I've made a difference in people's lives and people cared about me.
Meaningful
and
difference,
that's the thing.
yeah.
It's you can have all of the money and all of the fucking, all of the assets in the world, be a very unhappy individual.
No, absolutely. And we actually, so we had a conversation when we were going to the fucking casino. No, but actually.
We did. We saw Joey Diaz
We
at
did.
Foxwoods, and it was a good show.
Fucking great time.
And
Joey Diaz,
we had
I
a
know
good
that you're
SM.
seeing this and watching this right now.
He's
You're going to
definitely
be on the podcast, or we'll be on your podcast. Reach out to our manager.
We will pay you 20 bands. Bro, I'm not even going to lie. That is one thing. If I had a shit ton of money, hey, buddy, come here. Oh, yes. If I had a shit ton of money, where it's just I could just do whatever, I would drop however many bands it would require for Joey Diaz to come on this podcast. That is one that I would
A lot of money here.
Bro.
But as we were on our way to the Joey Diaz show, we were talking about homelessness, actually. I don't know if you remember this conversation. But,
a little bit, yeah.
One of the biggest reasons as to why people become unhoused is because of social isolation, truly. Because if you have, let's say my car breaks down right now. I'm on the side of the road. Now I have to either pay for a tow, but I don't have money to pay for a tow because I'm the average American who lives paycheck to paycheck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm the majority right now. So who do I call? I call maybe my best friend Kevin, right? But imagine if I don't have that friend. Now I go to call my parents. My parents maybe they're dead, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or maybe we're estranged, you know what I mean? Maybe I've done some degeneracy in my life,
Or they could have done some degeneracy and you
yeah,
don't fuck with them anymore.
Exactly. Either way. I reach out to another one of my friends. Oh, they're busy right now. You know what I mean? They're at work or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, fuck, man. Like, I'm really down bad. I just need a break. And a lot of people who are unhoused, either it's because of severe mental illness, but also because of severe isolation. You don't have any connections to reach out to and get that
If you don't
support.
have a social circle, it's like, because that's the thing. It's like, and here's the thing too. Let's say you reach out to some people, but they're just acquaintances. Like they don't really give a shit. You're like, oh, dude, like, I need a ride to like blah blah blah, or I'm gonna go homeless and drop out of school. They're people that just dead ass wouldn't help because they're people that like, you know, when it's convenient for them, they're gonna be laughing, giggling next to you. But then when you actually need help, they're not gonna do a damn thing for you. And that's the thing. It's like without a social, like I would be homeless if it weren't for having like, you know, a circle. It's like I had times where I didn't know where the fuck I was gonna stay, and then I was able to stay at like, you know, family or friends' houses. It's like if I didn't have that, I would have been in my car. You know what I'm saying? I would have been living out of my car, like girlfriend and dog living in a car. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That would have been ass.
Yeah.
And you know, that's the thing. Like, if I didn't have that, I would be homeless. I can say it without a doubt. When I was young, I was homeless for a period of time. You know, and thankfully it was like between things, so it wasn't just like we didn't just have to like live in a car like endlessly. It was like between like, you know, we moved somewhere and like getting an apartment and shit like that. So it was like maybe for like only a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then there were other periods of time where it was like sleeping at people's houses. But it's like, that's the thing. If we didn't have those people, we would have been in a shelter, which I lived in a shelter as a kid. Not for a long time, but I was in a shelter. So it's like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing, little bro? But
Bro, pipe down, please.
sit down, buddy. But you know, that's the thing. It's like there are multiple times where without social circles, without like family, friends, people that actually cared, like I'd be homeless.
Meaningful
And
connections.
And that's the thing. It's like if you don't have those people, you're screwed. Because it's like if your car breaks down and then you have nobody to call and you have no money. Because here's the thing, right? Let's say I'm Mr. Moneybags, like I'm Mr. like you know, director of marketing for some company, and I make like $150,000 a year. And you're like, oh, Kevin, oh my God, my car, I need my car. Like it broke down. I have no money. I've $30 in my bank account. And my car, the repair is gonna be $1,600 for the new engine or whatever. And I'm like, don't worry, bro, I got that shit taken care of. You're set. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's say you don't have that, and then you got like $60 in your bank account, and you literally can't. And then you need your car to get to work.
Right.
Now you don't have a car, so how are you gonna get to work? You sleep in your car. So let's say like you even have the money. It's like, all right, you know, the mechanic is working on my car, but I don't have anywhere to stay, and I don't have another car.
Right.
So it's like, now what do I do? Just like walk around for the next
Sleep
2
in
days?
the office. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I mean?
like just like sleep in the woods next
or
door.
not even the office, sleep in the back area of McDonald's. You know what I mean?
It's like that's the thing that's fucked up. And then people judge homeless people, and it's like they don't realize how close they are to. It's like, bro, a lot of these people are like one like life emergency away from being homeless, and they don't really. And it's like because they have a support system, they won't actually go there. But it's like if they didn't, people are waiting. And these are like people who judge a homeless person. They don't even have $1,000 saved up as emergency savings. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're talking shit about somebody. It's like you are unprepared too.
And the scarier part too is people don't realize how quickly you can lose those connections
Yeah,
if you're not
exactly.
a good, like not even that, but if you don't have a history of being like a decent person, a decent human being. My thing is, and I'll get a little bit personal here, one of my biggest fears, right? Utilize this, my internet haters, no, but
Utilize this too.
one of my biggest fears recently has been, you know, I haven't shared much on the podcast about this, but I have like a lot of chronic back pain. That's why you see me moving around and doing all sorts of random fucking motions while I'm on the podcast. Motion, hella motion. One of my biggest fears, and it's a bit of an insecurity, is that how long can I not be functional? How long can I not be of use to something, right?
Yeah.
That's something that sits in my head sometimes. You know what I mean? Obviously, I know that there's people that are there for me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Kev Dog. You know what I'm saying? But like I do have people who care about me, who love me, who appreciate me and all that. And even some of my like more professional relationships are just kind of like insane to think about. Like they give me so much grace. They meet me where I'm at. And it's only because I've shown a track record of being like a decent person.
Your worst fears, like the Metamorphosis by Kafka.
No, actually,
You know what I'm talking about?
yes, I woke up a
guy
bird.
becomes a bug.
Yeah.
And then his whole family fucking hates him, and then inevitably they kill his ass.
But seriously,
the whole idea is just like he provides for his family, and as soon as he stops providing that, everybody hates him.
right?
And then it's because he's also like a burden, and he's not helping them anymore. So now they start plotting against him, which it's like, it's a fucked up book, but it's kind of realistic. And it's like, the thing is, that's not realistic for everybody.
Everyone, yeah.
And that's kind of where meaningful connection comes into it, because like,
Exactly.
if we have a meaningful connection, even if you become a cockroach, I'm still going to dap you up.
Yeah.
You're like, that's my boy, fuck you talking about? Hey! You know what I'm saying?
I'm like,
I'm like, that's the boy, fuck you talking about, bro? I'm like, that's the boy, let him in the club. You know what I'm saying?
yo, give him a bear right now.
But it's like, if you don't have a meaningful connection, and that's the thing too, like, I know I'm stifling your point a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I know you were talking, but it's like there are people that only value money in life, and they don't like. It's like, here's the thing, right? If you're always at the office, if you're always working, you're always like away from home. These are the people that they're like, oh, I had no idea my son was into fentanyl. And it's like, yeah, how would you? You were never fucking home. If you're
Right.
never around, it's like, yeah, your kid got AIDS because you were never. No, I'm just fucking around with that. I'm just going extreme. But it's like, yeah, you never knew that your kid was using needles because you were never fucking home. It's like, gee, if you were home, you would have saw him nodding out. You know what I'm saying? You would have saw him doing the fentanyl.
Yeah.
But instead, these people are like shocked. They find out things.
Not
about
my
their
little
kids.
Jimmy. Never.
And it's like, these are things you would know if you were there and had a deep. And that's the thing. Like with my dad, me and him, my dad has been like my best friend for many years. You're my best friend too, but I mean like before I even knew you, my dad was like my best friend.
Yeah.
And the thing is, most people don't have that relationship with either of their parents.
Yeah.
Like it's like for me and my dad, I could talk to him about anything. There was nothing where I was like, oh, I can't talk about that like to my dad. Besides that body we call it. And no, I'm kidding. But
aside from the things with Mitch about a week ago.
I'm like, yes, a couple of hats were purchased, but it's like I always felt like I could talk to my dad, and there was nothing that I like couldn't talk to him about. If I didn't have a close and deep relationship with my dad, I wouldn't have been able to talk about that shit. So it's like, if you're never around, you're not involved in your kids. It's like also, it's as simple as talk to your kid every day. And not just like hey, how's it going, sport? Like, no, like sit down, like, how was your day? What did you do? What are you thinking about?
Yeah.
How are you doing? What are your plans? You know what I mean? Like, know your kid. And that's the thing. And it's like, if you have a deep, meaningful relationship, when you become a bug, your kids won't kick you out and your sister won't kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? If you just have
read
like
that book.
if you just have like a hey sport relationship, they're gonna be in the next room talking about you. Like, we gotta get rid of his ass.
Yeah.
He keeps eating
By the
rotted
time
fucking
you're
meat.
70, the group home is gonna love you, nigga. You know what I'm
Yo.
saying? Woo!
Your kids are gonna be picking that shit out.
So
They're
sad.
gonna have the pines selected for you like they're taking your ass to Shady Oaks by the time they're 13. They already have it plotted out. They're like
They
the
grew up with the
1.2 star.
degenerate fucking CNA nursing staff. They know that they're fucking pieces of shit.
Oh,
they
they're
know.
finding the lowest rated one, like 1 stars, right? Like mad reviews, so they're like, they killed my fucking grandpa, and you're like, grandpa, we got a spot for you.
No, actually, and I think there's actually a lot of things that I resonate or a lot of points that you just said, where the simple fact of showing up, and that doesn't just apply to your kids either. That applies to your friends and stuff like that. That applies to
life.
Life, professional things, opportunities, anything. If you make yourself to be the Mr. I get shit done guy, then people are gonna come to you with the opportunities to get shit done because they know that you're going to get shit done. And even when you're and I can speak from personal experience, I mean, honestly, like with my back pain and stuff like that, there's a lot of things that I can't show up to. There's a lot of, I've had to be open and honest with some of my supervisors at my internship, which is a prestigious university and whatnot.
A prestigious university, you might say.
Establishment, if you will. But seriously, though, I've been open and honest with a lot of these people, a lot of my professors as well. I've told them straight up, listen, I'm doing bad, man. I'm in pain. I'm in pain constantly. Some days I might not be able to show up, but I'm trying my best. And they see that. They see that when I'm in class, right? Even when I'm not in class, when I'm doing assignments, when I'm going to my internship, when I'm engaging with participants, when I'm facilitating groups and stuff like that, they see that in whatever I do, I put effort. I apply myself still. Yeah. Even if it's not at the same capacity, even if it's at a lower capacity of only certain things I can really show up to, I still show up, I do my best.
And I mean, too, the fact that you communicated, too. Because it's like, it's always better, in my opinion, to say, like, hey, this is what's going on, than to have people be like, hey, what's going on, buddy? And the thing is, too, it's like, if you speak to them and you're like, look, I've got debilitating back pain, and they're like, well, get fucked, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it's like, you're in an academic, like, system. There are things you can do. But it's like, it's always good to communicate. And,
yeah,
communication is very important.
It's honestly, that's a good little psych tip, I guess. You know what I mean? If we want to do some pop psych, it's really hard. You try and do it. When somebody's being nice to you, it's really hard to be mean to them. Unless you're having like a bad day and you're just like
really
a fucking
good at it.
asshole. No, based, dude. You're fucking based. No. But it is actually hard, like, unless you're in an argument or something like that and you're already heated. But like, let's say one person's nice, the lady at the cash register or something like that. And she's like, oh man, I love your dermal. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, well, I think you're ugly fat. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, go.
That would mean more if you weren't so chopped.
Right? That would be insane to me. I'd be kind of like a psychopath. A lot of people would be like, you know what I mean? Like, for real.
Me next to you in line.
And you know, I think that on a more philosophical point, okay?
Real quick. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Continue.
On a more philosophical point, I think that when you're vulnerable and you're open and you're honest, and you're not trying to get like, you're not going in it with the outcome already, you know, an intention already set. You know what I mean? I'm going to be open because of this reason. No, I'm just going to be open because this is where I'm at personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest with people around me. I'm struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people appreciate that. A lot of people see my character. You know what? Actually, I was just telling you this the other day. I'm like, bro, I'm late on quite a bit of assignments. I've went to all my professors. They're like, yeah, you're good, man. I know you know the stuff. I know your circumstances. I know that you engage in class pretty meaningfully and stuff like that. You're good, man. Like, just get the work in whenever you can. I'm like, shit, twin. What you're saying is I'm him?
The average based response that you should get.
For real. And
Excuse
you had something in mind. You kind of chuckled. What were you thinking?
Oh shit, where was I going? Let me see. What did you say? Go over that point again.
I was just saying being vulnerable and open, and having people not for the intention of like, you know, I have an outcome in mind. I'm trying to be, you know, the 48 laws of power. You know what I mean? Some silly shit like that.
I totally
no.
forgot what I was gonna say. Some silly shit.
Silliness.
I don't even remember what it was.
But I think that being just upfront. A lot of people, don't get me wrong, there's its downsides. People can.
Here's one thing, real quick. So there are two types of people in this world that I've found. There are people that like helping you, and they will try like let's say you're applying for like Social Security or something, like health insurance or whatever it is. There are people that like try to help, and then there are people that like to say no. So there are people that will like try their like everything. Like let's say you're trying to get insurance, and it might be difficult, but they know a way that they can get it, and they can talk to a manager. There are people that are going to do everything they can to make sure that happens. And then there are people that are like, no, we can't do anything. And they'll just try to send you home, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. So it's like there are two types of people. And if you're the type of person that likes saying no, first of all, go fuck yourself. But second of all, work in a job where you have no power. Because the thing is, you shouldn't be like, that's one thing too. I think this is something that a lot of people don't understand that they need to understand. Do work that you enjoy doing, and you don't need to be passionate about it, okay? I'm passionate about like playing video games and jerking off, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody paying me for that.
No, for real.
But, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm passionate about smoking weed and like sitting on the toilet, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like nobody's paying me for that. I like hanging out with my dogs all day. Nobody's paying me to smoke weed and go rock climbing and hang out with my fucking dogs, okay? But the thing is, you got to do work that you enjoy. Like, you shouldn't be a nurse just for the money, because you're going to treat some old person like shit. Like, you should be a nurse because you actually care about people, because there are other jobs where you can make money without being a nurse. So it's like, don't take a job like a teacher, for instance. Nobody is a teacher for money, but it's like, don't be a teacher just because, it's an easy job. It's not an easy job. I'm just saying, don't do it because of a stupid reason. Become a teacher because you want to teach children, because there are people that really suck at it.
There's some level of passion. You know what I mean? You got to have
like,
something.
Don't be somebody who is in charge of helping people get assistance and things like that, and then be somebody who hates the job, because that's where you have these scumbags that, like, you know, they could do something, but they like saying no, so they want to not help people. And it's like, you've been dealing with this shit with doctors and stuff.
Yeah, which is just hella ironic, because I was just telling you about this whole fucking ordeal where last week I had a doctor's appointment. I walk in, the medical assistant, checks me in, asks me vitals and all that, and then she's like, "Why are you here today?" I'm like, my back is still fucking killing me, and I'm 24.
You're like, yeah, it's been a year of literal debilitating back pain.
Yeah, practically. I'm like, it's.
By
I'm
the
starting
summer,
to go
like
fucking
June, July, it's actually going to be a year.
It's going to be a year soon, and so I told the medical assistant straight up, I'm losing my shit. I feel like I'm going fucking mad, okay? And honestly, I'm 24. I should not be in pain every single fucking day.
Yeah.
And also, if you've seen this physique, which you will see soon, if you don't give me some treatment, you know what I'm saying? No. But like, seriously, even now, I still look like I'm in shape, which sometimes plays a downside, you know what I'm saying? But like, generally, I shouldn't be in pain every day. So that's what I tell this lady, right? I'm not coming hostile at all. She says, I don't think there's anything that, the physician will be able to do to help you with that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll talk to the physician about that. The physician walks in mad hot, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain movement. Like, if you're upset and you've had like a bad day, right? You're going to walk into a room, you're going to enter, you're going to be like, you know what I mean? See, I already got him tweaked, you know what I'm saying?
He's like back the fuck up.
He's like,
back the fuck.
Like, hey.
Tell him, bro. Get him for me.
Hey.
It is true though. I mean, you can tell when somebody
Yeah,
walks,
you can see
it's
body
like she comes
language.
in, she's putting her fucking folder down, man.
Yeah,
Like,
throwing some shit
She
on
goes to
the
that computer. She's like,
exactly. And so I'm like,
but no,
okay.
it's like you can tell when somebody's like, because like you said, the movements. It's like somebody comes in, they're all like jerky. You know what I'm saying? Like moving quickly. Like I don't have time for shit. Versus somebody comes in, they're relaxed, they sit down, they start talking to you. And that's the thing too. Don't become a doctor for the money, because that's the thing. There are doctors that have become doctors just for the money. It's like you have to have a passion about medical shit, and you have to have a passion about helping people, because your job is to help people. Your job isn't to just make $250,000 a year.
At least a fraction of passion. You don't even need
Yeah.
to like love it, just like a little bit.
I'll put it like this: you have to actually try to help people with their medical conditions, and that's something like I think because you're young, they're also just like not taking it as seriously, which is another thing. And like, bro, this is like a tale as old as time. Where like people, and it's infuriating too, because there are times where people like go to a doctor and they're like, no, something is wrong. And then the doctor's like, oh, you have anxiety. And then the thing is, it turns out the person had cancer and they didn't get it diagnosed until they're like stage 4 and they die. And it's like, that's why you have to be adamant as fuck with these bum ass doctors, because they will just, and like, I was telling you, it's like I had really bad stomach issues, like GI issues when I turned like around 20. And it was actually gluten. Somehow I developed like an intolerance to gluten because I like hadn't eaten it for a while.
Yeah.
And I started to get severe stomach issues. Like I would eat gluten, and the next day I would, and it was really weird the way it happened. I started a new job. I started eating sandwiches because it's an easy thing to make. Started getting insane, and this is when COVID happened, right? So I'm like, do I have COVID? Like, cause bro, I would wake up and I would be so nauseous. It wasn't just like, sometimes you're nauseous, but you're just like, I feel a little nauseous, but it's like whatever. Then there's nausea where it's like, you start salivating and you gotta like stand in front of the toilet. For me, every day when I'd wake up, it was pain from the waist up. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, pain.
Like, genuinely though, I would, it would be like that kind of nausea where it's like, I'd start salivating. I'd be like, oh shit, I'm gonna throw up. I'd go to the toilet. I'd be like looking at like, when you start like praying to God a little bit, you're like, I know it's been a while,
dude,
but don't make me throw up right now.
Yeah.
And so I'd be like that, and a couple times I did throw up too. Like every now and then I'd throw up, but it was like extreme diarrhea. It was insane, dude. I'd literally like go to the toilet, like leave, go back. You know what I'm saying? It was like that, like basically all morning, and it was just because of the gluten. And I think it was because I've really bad acid reflux. So like the gluten would trigger my acid reflux. I'd get really bad nausea, and then just like everything would be fucking with me. And, I went to doctors, I went to GI specialists, and every time they were like, and it would be like some dumb shit. They'd be like, I think you just have diarrhea. And I'm like, bro.
This nigga.
Like months of, like they would just try to like say some stupid ass shit like, oh, I just think it's this. And I'm like, look, I've never experienced this in my life. I've had fucking diarrhea before. And they'd be like, what's your diet? And I'm like, I eat quinoa and vegetables and chicken and fruit. Like at that time, like now my diet is not as good, okay? Back then, my diet was literally, I would spend $50 at Aldi's every week. I would get chicken, rice, and vegetables or quinoa, whatever, quinoa, whatever healthy grain, vegetables and fruit. Nothing else.
Clean.
Like the cleanest I've ever eaten. And they're like, oh, like, what about your diet? Maybe like, they're like, we could give you a fiber supplement. And I'm like, my diet is like 90% fiber. It's like 80% fiber, 20% protein.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. It's like at that point where I'm like, look, I know a little bit about nutrition. It's not a fucking nutrition thing. They're like, oh, they tried everything. I had an endoscopy done. I take a medication called pantoprazole. The guy tells me, he's like, oh, try not to take your medication so we can see the inflammation, and eat some gluten too so we can like really see, which also like, okay, let me put myself through pain. He goes, try this for a week. So I tell you, I get so nauseous that I'll actually throw up, and I just feel, like it's like I would feel so shit, like it was the type of thing where I'd call out of work. Like it wasn't a thing where I'm like, oh, I can work through this. Like it was like, I just want to like lay down at home.
Yeah.
So I don't take my medication. I eat gluten a couple of days. The acid reflux, and the thing is too, I'd get acid reflux so bad I can feel it burning my throat. Like it comes up and I can, like my throat hurts, like from burning. So my throat hurts. I can feel my esophagus. It's really my esophagus. It's down here. You can feel the shit coming up, like it's trying to get up to your throat, and then it burns. Like when it starts to come up here, it actually burns, which makes its pH is like 1. You know what I'm saying? It's like hydrochloric acid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, that was my special move. You know what I'm saying? Like halfway through the fight, I could just blah, start burning you. But like, and so, I take the medication. I'm like, I can't do this. I take the medication. I go to the doctor, get knocked out. They shove a fucking tube down my throat. The guy goes, oh, I only saw a little bit of inflammation. I'm not worried about it. And I told him, I'm like, I took the medication which stops your acid production, okay? And you saw inflammation. I took a medication for, like, and this is like, pantoprazole is like a bigger medication. Like, this isn't like taking some fucking Tums. You know, this isn't like Pepto-Bismol. This is a real medication, like, has side effects, you know what I'm saying? It's more of a major one. And it literally stops your acid production so you don't have acid reflux.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I am taking pantoprazole. And you saw inflammation and you're telling me you're not worried about it. I'm 21 years old, or I wasn't even, I was 20. 20 years old. Inflammation in my fucking esophagus. I told you I've been on medication that makes it so I shouldn't have inflammation.
Shouldn't have that shit.
It's like, and the guy was just like, yeah, I think you're good. Like, that shit was, that was one where I'm like, cool, you just wasted a whole fucking day for me. It's like, cool, fuck
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean? Like that.
Oh my
That was a
God.
big, like, all right, fuck you. And finally, so I went to the doctor. And then I remember one time I'm talking to the, what's the name for the, it's like the advanced practitioning nurse.
Yeah.
Or they're like just a step below a doctor.
Yeah.
Is it mRNA?
I think APRN.
Yeah.
No.
I don't remember. It was APRN.
Advanced practitioner register. Yeah, so it's got to be APRN.
I think it was that. It was something where they're basically a doctor. They're just a step below a doctor. So my real doctor is great too, nothing against her, but she just like didn't know a lot about GI issues. I talked to this other lady and she's like, you could have this. She's like, all of your symptoms are like sound like this. And then she asked me like I remember she asked me a very specific question. She's like, does your butthole quiver? No, I'm kidding. But how'd you know?
Do your balls go into your body every single time you feel that in your throat?
No, actually, I remember what it was. So it's funny you say it. She was like, oh, do you ever feel your throat closing up? And I was like, yes. I was like, yes, I do. My throat closes up sometimes. And she was like, I think you have to, and she died. It was just advanced. It was like some form of like acid reflux. It was like something like that. And she was like, yeah, the acid reflux hitting that will make your throat close up. Like, she was like, do you ever like, does your shit just like feel like lumpy, like it's going to close up? And I was like, yes, I've had like multiple instances. I had one time I'm driving on my way to work at Home Depot. I'm eating an apple and my throat, it was a pear actually, my throat starts closing up.
Purrs.
And I had 911 dialed in. Because I'm like, shit, I might like actually not be able to breathe soon. And I'm like drinking water to like push it down, to like get it like down. And I got it down, but I feel like a lump in my throat, like it feels constricted. And I remember driving, I'm on the highway, one hand like ready to dial 911 to be like, help me!
Yeah.
Like that. And thankfully I was good. But that was, she said, I'm like, yes. And she's like, I want to try giving you like pantoprazole. Like that's when she initially got me on medication where I actually started to get relief. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. But it took like going to like multiple different doctors, going to different specialists, all of them basically just turning me away. And the same thing where I'm like, I want this test done. I want this. I'm like, no. And they're just trying to turn me away. And I'm like, look, go fuck yourself. Like, this isn't some shit. Like, I had to literally tell some of them, I'm like, look, I don't care what you say. This isn't something where I'm just going to go home and act like everything's okay. Like, I remember telling a doctor one time, I'm like, look, either you're going to help me or I'm going to leave and go to somebody else who's going to help me. So tell me, are you going to help me or not? Because it's like, look, like, I don't give a fuck what you have to say. It's either you're going to help me or you're not going to help me. And it's like, make your move.
You know what's crazy? That's exactly so that's exactly how that interaction ended with this stupid fucking.
It's insane how low IQ bums can become doctors. It's like that's actually one thing that made me realize that I was like, wow, you can do like 10 years of med school and still be retarded.
Actually,
like it doesn't make sense. It's like how are you retarded? Like you did 10 years of like, and that's when I realized like I always knew that like getting good grades didn't mean you were smart, because all it is it's really like rehearsing. It's like, okay, I'm studying for an exam. I can study like preemptively, go in with preformed knowledge. Like that's not really intelligence, because in my opinion, intelligence isn't like just being able to memorize knowledge and information, because that's what a lot of school is. It's memorize information, regurgitate it. Memorize information, regurgitate it, forget all about it, go on to your next class, do the same thing. So I really like when I'm like, you know, and there were some airheads that got like A+, and I'm like, okay. Like you can be
gosh.
But I didn't think like you could go through med school, but it's like, dude, there are people with PhDs, there are people with masters, there are people with fucking medical degrees, doctorates. That are fucking stupid.
Who went through residency.
And that was the thing, like I spoke to some people where it's like, you know, they would try to like say some stupid ass shit. Like I actually had the same thing where they were like, oh, like, do you have anxiety? It could be psychosomatic. And I'm like, look, I've had anxiety before. No anxiety made me fucking throw up and shit my pants all morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, no, I wasn't actually shitting my pants, but it's like, no anxiety ever had me running to the toilet and fucking puking and shitting. You know what I mean? And then it's like, people say some dumb shit like that where I'd be like,
I didn't consider that.
This
I don't
close,
know.
this closer.
Yeah. Have you considered the fact that you're retarded?
I'm like, have you considered that you're in voring distance? The fucking nurse assistant comes in. They're like, "Where's doctor?" I'm like, "Oh."
Your doctor, like, you see like the face imprint on my stubby. She's
I like fart. You hear a scream come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
No, actually, and it's a little bit maddening because it's like, bro, grown ass men and women who went through 12 years of schooling just to gaslight people.
Yeah, and
like,
that's
bro.
the thing. And my thing too with that one guy who did the endoscopy, it's like you specialize in this. Like you should be able, like, bro, what 20-year-old should get knocked out on your table, like put to sleep? You fucking shove a tube down their throat and their esophagus, which is up here, might I add, like stomach down here, stomach acid traveling up into the esophagus, into the throat as well, because he said esophagus and throat. Which also too, like that, you know, now I'm like, do I have a fucking, what is it called? A stomach ulcer. That's what it is. I'm like, do I have a stomach ulcer? Because those are things like if you don't treat it, it can give you
kill
cancer.
you. Yeah,
Like it
yeah.
can kill you, but like you can have fucking esophageal cancer. There's like very, very, very low chances of surviving.
Your shit
It's
is-
like you could have stomach cancer, very low chances of surviving. It's like basically you're fucking, you know, playing Jeopardy over here with my life. It's like I'm not trying to play any fucking games. Like do every fucking test we can. And I remember that was one thing too. They like refused one test, and I was like, I'm gonna kill you. Like at first I remember I was getting checked for what's that shit called? It's when you can't have gluten. Celiac.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, check me for celiac, check me for this, check me for that. And I remember one time I'm like, I want to get checked for this. And they're like, we don't think you have that. And I'm like, check me for it. Like I was like, test me or I'm going somewhere else where they'll actually test me. Because that's the thing. It's like, if you're just going to flat out refuse, it's like you motherfuckers will test like, you motherfuckers will test somebody 30,000 times because they like take a fucking trip to like Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll give, if I say, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? I saw a bat in my attic and my balls have been itching differently. You'll give me a fucking like 10-inch shot. No question. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be like, oh my God, we can't chance it. We need to give you the rabies shot. But if I go, oh yeah, I think I might have literal cancer. I think I might be dying. They're like, have you considered meditating?
No,
you know,
for
like
real.
it'll be some dumb shit. They're like, have you considered like going on a 15-minute walk?
Oh, it's so painful. And I've had, bro, I mean, what you just described is exactly that. And you know what the most frustrating part about...
Real quick too, I'm not gonna be gaslit. Like that's the thing. It's like you can't gaslight me. It's like I know. Like that is one thing about me. I'm somebody. I trust my own intuition and I trust my own eyes. Like if I see like Bigfoot, right, bitch slap my grandma, and then you're like no, that didn't happen. Like it's like even if I saw some shit, like I saw the aliens fucking beam down Elvis or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna believe my own intuition. Okay, even if I'm Delulu, I believe my own intuition.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing. It's like I'm not the type of person like you can't tell me that the sky isn't blue, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be like, no, retard. Like, the sky's fucking blue. I saw it today. You know what I'm saying? But, like, and that's something, when it comes to doctors, like, they try to gaslight you, and it's like, I've been in this body, 20-something years. I happen to know it a little bit better than you.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? If I say something is abnormal, it's fucking abnormal, bro.
And quite literally, statistically speaking, because, I mean, again, I hate to mention the fact, I'm fucking 24, bro. I'm not, like...
You shouldn't be, like, hobbling around because your back hurts.
Exactly. I'm not fucking 80 years old. You know what? Actually, okay. All right. There's actually so much irony.
The irony is if you were 80, though, they would be, like massaging your balls. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would be getting every test in the world. You'd be getting all the treatment. But because you're young, and that's the thing, like, what I was saying about, like, young people having cancer and they get misdiagnosed, like, they don't get diagnosed with it and then they end up dying. It's mostly young people because young people aren't treated as seriously. And it's like, now, look, I'm sure also there are some people that make it bad for medical people. For instance, I broke my hand last summer. I had to go to the ER. When I'm in the ER, I'm waiting. Broken hand, right? It hurts, but I'm like,
That's what it is, man.
it is what it is. I'm
Yeah,
here.
broken hand.
It is what it is. I am what I am.
Guilty, man.
But, so I go there and, shit hurts, but mom ain't raised no bitch. And while I'm waiting there, I'm the only person, right? Or I'm trying to think if this girl was already there. No. I think she was already there. Or if not, she came in while I'm there. So I come
came in all right.
She came in. No, so I'm like, I go and I check in, and then you have to wait before they take you into the ER, right? Typical shit. This woman, young woman, is there. She is sitting there, and I think she like came in, like she had already been in there, but she left and came back in. She's like visibly shaken, and I'm thinking she's in debilitating pain, right? Like I can see, like when somebody's like really trying to like hold themselves together, but you can tell they're like really not doing well.
Yeah.
I see that, like she's sitting there, and she's like. she's like doing that shit, and I'm like, damn, I'm like, she must be in like a lot of pain. And then she just starts sobbing, like starts like literally sobbing. And I'm like, holy shit, like, I wonder what's going on with her. Like, she must be in a lot of pain. Like, I'm thinking like, damn, I'm in pain over here, but like this girl's like get her in, you know what I'm saying?
she's
Like,
dying, man.
I'm like, put her in before me. I hear the nurses like talking behind, like they're like, oh my God, they're like, this girl again. They're like, she had a panic attack like 2 hours ago and now she's back. And so I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So this whole time I'm thinking she's crying like if, I don't even know, there's like a fucking bayonet up my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I swallowed.
You just got head piked. You know what I mean? You just got head piked.
Like, bro, like I did, like, like a bat with barbed wire. Like I just swallowed that. And it's in my stomach. Like that kind of pain. Like she's sitting like sobbing, like sobbing uncontrollably.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh my God, they're like, she's here for a fucking panic attack. She was here 2 hours ago. It's like, I don't know what she wants us to do for her. It's like,